If you want to master Khufra and pull off some insane plays, then you're in the right place. This tank isn't just about jumping in. He's a nightmare for high-mobility heroes and a game-changer in team fights. In this guide, I'll break down everything you need to know, from combos to strategies, so you can dominate with Khufra. Let's get started. Khufra's skills make him one of the best engage and anti-mobility tanks in the game. Let's go over them real quick. Passive, Spell Curse. Every few seconds, Khufra's basic attack extends his bandages, dealing extra damage, slowing enemies, and also healing himself. This helps with poking and keeping enemies from escaping. First skill, Tyrant's Revenge. Khufra charges up, then dashes forward, stopping at the first enemy he hits and knocking them up. Use this to initiate fights or catch slippery heroes. Second skill, Bouncing Ball. Khufra turns into a bouncing ball, reducing damage taken and stopping enemies from using blink or dash skills. This is your best tool against mobile heroes like Lancelot or Fanny. Ultimate, Tyrant's Rage. Khufra pulls in all nearby enemies and smashes them towards a wall, stunning and dealing big damage. This skill can completely change a fight if used at the right moment. For Khufra's emblem, go with the tank emblem to maximize his durability. Firmness, it adds extra physical and magic defense, making you tankier. Tenacity, it gives you extra defense when low on HP. Or Wilderness Blessing to boosts movement speed when in the river. Great for roaming. Concussive Blast deals bonus damage around you after using a skill. Perfect for extra poke and team fights. For Battle Spell, Flicker is the best choice. You can use it to reposition for game-changing ultimates, escape fights, or extend your skills range for unexpected engages. Flicker plus ulti can completely turn a fight in your favor. That's why next are the skills combo. Now let's talk about Khufra's combos. Knowing these will help you lock down enemies and control fights like a pro. First skill, Ultimate. Second skill, use your first skill to dash in. Follow up with your ult to slam enemies into a wall. Then use your second skill to stop them from escaping. Ultimate, first skill. Second skill, if enemies are grouped up, use your ult first. Then follow up with your first skill to keep them airborne, and finish with your second skill to block their dashes. First skill plus Flicker. Dash with your first skill. Then use Flicker mid-air to adjust your position and surprise enemies before using your ult. Ultimate plus Flicker. This one is tricky, but super effective. Use your ult, then Flicker towards a wall to reposition enemies. Then follow up with your first skill and second skill to lock them down. Master these combos, and you'll be catching enemies off guard every time. Alright, early game is all about setting up plays and making sure your team gets ahead. Stick close to your mid laner and gold laner early on. Help them get farm safely and keep an eye out for enemy ganks. Your presence alone can scare enemies from playing too aggressively. Don't just throw it out randomly. Try to predict where the enemy will move so you can actually hit them. If you miss, you're stuck with no way to engage or escape for a few seconds. Use your first skill to check bushes before walking in blindly. Getting ambushed can put your team at a huge disadvantage early on. If you can catch an enemy hiding, that's an easy first blood for your team. If you play smart early game, you'll make it much easier for your team to dominate later on. This is where Khufra truly shines as a teamfight monster. Your goal? Lock down enemies and disrupt fights. Don't just jump in every time your skills are off cooldown. Wait for the right moment, like when enemies are grouped up or out of position. A well-timed ultimate can win a whole team fight. You're not just a playmaker, you're also your team's bodyguard. Protect your marksman and mage from assassins diving in. If your carries die early, your team loses most of its damage. Don't just celebrate after getting a good engage. Ping your team to push turrets, take Lord, or secure buffs. A good tank leads the team, not just in fights, but also in decision-making. Your bouncing ball is your best tool against mobile enemies, so don't just spam it for no reason. Use it when you see dashes coming, like Ling's ultimate or Lancelot's dash, to completely shut them down. Play smart, stay patient, and set up big plays. You'll be a nightmare for the enemy team in no time. Even strong tanks like Khufra can mess up if you're not careful. Here are some common mistakes you should avoid. You're a tank, but you're not immortal. If your team isn't ready, you'll just waste your skills and die for nothing. Always make sure your damage dealers are nearby before you engage. Missing your first skill can leave you stuck in a bad spot. Aim carefully and predict enemy movements before dashing in. If you miss, you might just give the enemy a free kill instead of catching them. Just because you can engage doesn't mean you should. Check if your team is nearby before jumping in. A bad initiation can throw a winning game, so always look at the map before making a move. Always check bushes before walking in. Getting ambushed as a tank can mess up your whole team's positioning. Using your first skill to scout can save you from unnecessary deaths. Avoid these mistakes, and you'll become a way more reliable Khufra player. And that's it. If you learn how to time your engages and control fights, you'll be an unstoppable tank for your team. Want to level up your roaming skills even more? Check out my roaming guide. It'll help you dominate as a tank. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment on which hero guide you want next. Thanks for watching, and see you on my next video.